Today we're going to talk about emotional intelligence and this really cool thing called the emotional frequency chart. If you have not got one, I suggest you just go ahead and Google that emotional frequency chart so you'll know what we're talking about. So this chart is often based on concepts from David R. Hawkins, or the map of consciousness is what some people call this. Most people actually operate in the mid to lower frequencies. The chart categorizes emotions into different levels, each corresponding to specific vibrations or states of a person's consciousness. The lower frequencies, which many people, especially under stress or negative influence, operate here, 20 to 30 hertz is guilt and shame and the feeling of unworthiness. Then you have 100 hertz, which is for fear, which would be anxiety and concern. And anger would be 150 hertz, resonating with frustration or resentment. And then desire, 125 hertz, which is craving and attachment. Mid-level frequencies are going to be 200 to 350 hertz. This range is more common in daily life, like courage, for example, which would be 200 hertz, willing to try, or beginning of empowerment, otherwise known as. Then you have 250 hertz for neutrality, which is trusting, just neutral on the subject, no attachment. And then acceptance, which is 350 hertz for forgiveness and tolerance. Higher frequencies, above 500 hertz, are few people operating here due to emotional challenges and the pressures of society. Love on this would be 500, which is unconditional kindness, compassion. Joy, 540 hertz. Inner serenity and peace at 600 hertz, transcendence. We will talk about the highest hertz as well. Very, very few people reach there, which would be the enlightenment stage or peace, joy. But let's just stay here right now. The typical states that people usually resonate in would be fear at 100 hertz and pride 175 hertz due to external pressures. Now you have growth potential moving toward courage at 200 hertz, and higher states often require deliberate personal development or spiritual practices. But most people are going to operate between 100 to 200 hertz. So let's explore how one person could actually raise their frequency in daily life. Elevating your emotional frequency could actually lead to a more positive and fulfilling life. So let's look at a step-by-step approach based on mindset shifts, daily habits, and spiritual practice. And there's going to be much more, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the end. Ways to raise our frequency. Well, number one, we could do awareness and mindfulness. By practicing this, you have to first understand emotions. So you have to identify the emotions, pause throughout the day to recognize and name your feelings. Awareness is going to be the first step toward change. For this practice, I would also recommend that you Google the feeling wheel and actually go ahead and get you a copy of that so you can use it on a regular basis to pause throughout the day and recognize and name your feelings. On this feeling wheel, there would be such feelings as fear and disgust and happiness, etc. Again, just go ahead and Google the feeling wheel and you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put this in here just so you guys can see. This is a pretty small one that I have printed. It's going to tell you basically what your main fear, for example, fear there is a feeling. Well, normally it's like anxiousness, scared. What you do is basically figure out where you're at on this feeling wheel. So go ahead and download that and then use it 3 times a day, morning, midday, and evening, to reflect on what you're feeling. And what that's going to do is bring about that awareness and mindfulness so you actually name the feeling. You're aware of it. And that is always the first step toward change, is to actually be aware that there needs to be a change. And this is just for you guys to know the emotional frequency chart. And it's going to kind of tell you each emotion and the frequency hertz that it's on. Again, you can just Google those, find them, download them, print you off a copy, make you a copy, keep it with you, and use those to just heighten your emotional intelligence. So the mindfulness practice, like engaging in that, and meditation, deep breathing, and journaling will help you stay present and calm and bring awareness to your practice. Number 2 thing you could do is shift your thought patterns. So how you do this is you have to challenge the negative thoughts and replace self-critical thoughts with empowering affirmations. For example, you could replace "I can't" with "I am learning how." And enough cannot be said about practicing gratitude, which is keeping a gratitude journal, focusing on positive things that's happened throughout your day. It's naturally going to raise your frequency. In fact, it's been suggested that if you do this 3 things a day, 3 things you're thankful for. So do it with your check-in with yourself on how am I feeling, and your journaling, or just even if you just jot it in your phone notes, like morning, I am feeling joyful. 1 thing I'm grateful for, my fresh cup of coffee. Midday, journaling, or just bringing in awareness again. So I am feeling whatever you're feeling in the midday. Maybe it's anger or frustration, but what is something I'm thankful for? The sun is shining outside. Evening, same thing. I am feeling joyful, and 1 thing I'm thankful for is I get to go to bed soon. So that's just an example of how you could actually use that practically. The number 3 thing you could do to raise your emotional frequency is called emotional release, forgiveness. You have to let go of the past resentment and grudges, because forgiveness actually frees you from low frequency emotions like anger or guilt. So you just have to say it is what it is and let it go. And then you have to find healthy outlets. Use creative outlets like painting, writing, or even exercise. And that's going to release the pent-up emotions you have of the lower frequencies. The 4th thing you could do, so number 4, we're going to start with cultivating positive connections. Surround yourself with positive people. Engage with supportive, uplifting people. Limit your exposure to anything negative or in a low frequency, including social media or the news, because it will that frequency will lower your frequency. So you have to be consciously aware and limit your exposure to negativityness. Okay. And the other thing you could do is acts of kindness. Like helping others is actually going to raise your positive frequency, and it's going to have a ripple effect of positive energy that will be after you. So it won't. So like, for example, if you're really kind and nice to somebody, well, then that person will be kind and nice to somebody else. And that's how we actually raise frequency collectively. And that's number 4. We're on to number 5. The 5th way to raise your frequency: align with higher frequencies. So you practice love and compassion by performing those random acts of kindness, expressing love openly, being kind to people. You also focus on joy, engage in activities that actually make you actually happy, and hobbies. Nature walks are beautiful. Just time out in nature is good to raise your frequency because it resonates at a certain frequency. Or listening to upbeat, lifting music that'll put you in a good frequency. Another thing you could do is spiritual connections, like praying, meditating, rehearsing scripture over and over with positive affirmations, engaging in practices that align with your faith to deepen your connection with a higher purpose. For me, it again is just scripture straight out of the Bible that you can put into affirmations and you can just say because it's truth. And the sixth thing you could do to raise your vibration is taking care of your body and your mind. Healthy nutrition. You have to nourish your body with wholesome, natural food and nourish your mind with wholesome, natural, positive thinking. Do some physical activity like regularly exercising is going to boost those endorphins and elevate your mood, which is raising your frequency. So let's recap. Number 1 was awareness and mindfulness. Remember, identifying the emotions, mindfulness practices. Number 2 was self-thought patterns, like challenge the negative thoughts and keep that gratitude practice. And then number 3 was emotionally releasing, forgiving people, having healthy outlets like exercising to release all the pent-up emotions that drain us. Number 4, cultivate positive connections by surrounding ourselves with positive news, no, but positive people, yes. And negative social media that drains us, no. Also, performing acts of kindness, helping others, is going to create that ripple effect of positive energy. Number 5, aligning with higher frequencies, like practicing love and compassion, focusing on joy, and actually making spiritual connections like prayer. Number 6 was taking care of our body and our mind with healthy nutrition and physical activity. And then positive affirmations are good if you just want to write 1 or 2 down and keep them in your pocket. One would be, I choose love over fear, and I choose joy over sorrow, and peace over chaos. So feel free to go ahead and use that example if you want to, or make your own up. So let's create a practical plan that you could easily integrate into your daily life to raise your emotional frequency. So let's go over a structured approach focusing on the morning, the midday, and the evening routines. I will be putting up a part 2 video of this with that you could actually do, and hopefully you could make your own routine out of it, but I'll be posting the link to that in this description. So when you listen to this, you can click on that video. It will take me probably a day or 2, but I'm hopeful to have it up here very, very soon, and I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it raises your frequency and you become more mindful, aware, and just a better version of ourselves to spread more joy and be more joyful. And remember, the sun always rises, and this is Brighten Up Sunshine. I'll see you guys in the next video.